about it all night, babe. It's that kind of love that make you go crazy. All I wanna do is love you. Be the one that keeps your body warm. Makes no difference. Switch positions. It's whatever. Girl, I'm on what you want. No matter where I go, I'll always come right back to you. Cause all I wanna is you. Let me address you, baby. Oh.
Yes, indeed. Here, Tuesday nights, my Radio Chicago Support District Radio Network, where it's more than radio. Of course, I am the voice of vibes, RMF. Back here on the Nightcap Tuesday nights. What's the word, my good people? My Nightcap is out there. Hope that y'all are good. Coming off of a cold Tuesday here in Chicago, wherever you are listening to the Nightcap at around the world. I hope that you are safe and sound. Hope that you are snuggled in. To my people that's listening to me on the way home, or still at work or whatever you're doing that's tuning in, man. Welcome to the Nightcap. All right, we got a lot to talk about. We're going to vibe out. We're going to have a good time. We're going to talk about some things, man. So that's a lot that I need to talk about. It's a lot. So I had a guest that was going to come and share the platform, but I needed this show alone. I needed to have this one alone tonight. So the guests will come next Tuesday, but this show, I needed to be one-on-one, me and you, RMF, Nightcappers. We got to talk, all right? We got to talk, man. If you don't mind, I hope that that's good with you guys. I love my guests. I love being, having to vibe and talk with people here tonight, But tonight, I just need to talk to y'all. We need to talk. Can we talk? Got some stuff I want to get off my chest, man. So if you don't mind, come on into the Nightcap. Pour up something, roll up something, get comfortable, get relaxed. If you with your significant other, y'all watch together because I need to talk to y'all about some things. If you don't mind, right here, my Radio Chicago Support District Radio, where it is more than radio. It's the Nightcap with the voice of vibes, RMF. Before we get to talking, and of course, we're going to play some music and we're going to get into all that good stuff, man. Don't worry about it. We're going to talk about some things. Got some dope videos. The vibe videos of the night is coming up soon. Then we're going to get to some talks, if you don't mind. But first, before we do that, listen. It has been my honor to be nominated for Radio Personality of the Year. I'm proud. This is something that, has kind of grown on me a little bit. At first, I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. I was really kind of mum about it, but no, it's something kind of dope, man. I've been a a personality for a little over 2 years in radio, that is. I've been in podcasting since 2019, 2020. So I've been in the medium spectrum for a little bit, for a little bit. So it's good to be nominated for something, and that's cool, and I appreciate that, man. So shout out to y'all, man. You know the vibes. The nightcap, of course, on Tuesday. You guys have been there. That's
Yeah.
Type of vibe.
That's that show.
So setting the tone, people to relax at night, to have a good time, to kind of unwind, and just have a safe space and outlet to kind of like express what's on your mind. When it's raining outside, you want to sip some wine or
Come on, King.
just
Come
things
on.
like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Things
sir.
to bring that back. So I'm honored to. Voted already, man. Make your voice be heard. Shout out to the supporters and the sponsors of the Nightcap radio show with the Voice of Vibes. I'm honored to be there, man. So thank you. I just want to take that time to thank you guys for the nomination. You feel me? And it's just not me, we got Thinking Outside the Box podcast I love so near and dear. We also been nominated for Podcast of the Year, so that's been dope as well, man. That's something that I'm proud of. I'm proud of. It's just a little talk my shit moment. That's something that's been really near and dear to me, man. So shout out to TOTB and the Bros as we've been nominated for Podcast of the Year. Get in tune. Go vote for TOTB as the best podcast in the streets at 312 Awards.
The hottest podcast in the street is Think Outside the Box podcast. You already know it.
So there it is, man. Let your voice be heard. 312 Awards is coming up in March. Voting ends January 31st, which is in 2 weeks, man. So get your votes in, make your voice be heard. Vote for RMF, Reggie Move 4 for Radio Personality of the Year, and Thinking Outside the Box for Podcast of the Year. Shout out to you guys, man. Once again, much love and appreciation, man, for that. Okay, now let's talk a bit, if y'all don't mind. If you don't mind, let's talk a bit before we get into some music. I want to know if... Well, let's just start off with the question of the night. All right. The nightcap is where you come to relax and unwind after a long day. Most people are already sipping, but if you're not sipping, you're starting to sip right now. You're pouring up a little bit. Most people have already smoked or whatever. So if you haven't started smoking, here's the time to start. Whatever relaxation looks like, whether that's bath time, whether that's cuddle time, whether that's movie, music, however you like to unwind. You come here, you talk to me and I'll talk back. You feel me? Chime in and talk to me a little bit and you can get back, continue to vibe out your night. But I want to know, we got to talk a little bit, y'all. If you don't mind. I want to know, have you ever been in a toxic relationship? Have you ever been in a toxic relationship? And if so, how did you get out of it? Or are you still in it? Have you ever been in a toxic relationship? If so, how did you get out of it? Or are you still in it? Nightcappers, normally I don't really tell my business as much, that's how I feel, but I am in a toxic relationship. I'm in a toxic relationship, Nightcappers. So talk to me. How did you get out of your toxic relationship? Or are you still in it? Are you still in your toxic? Because I'm trying to figure out ways how to get out of mine. I am in a toxic relationship. It's been going on. It's been some time now. It's been a little time. And my relationship has caused me a lot of ups and downs, a lot of heartache. And just recently, it really broke me down. And if you want to know what I'm talking about, of course, I am talking about my beloved Chicago Bears. My beloved Chicago Bears. I have been a diehard Chicago Bears fan for a long time. We went through some rough times, man. We've been through some rough times. But this season, I've been on such a high. Man. And I just knew, I felt in my shanana, right? I felt this was our year to go to the Super Bowl. You couldn't tell me no different. I'd be so locked into these games, screaming at TVs. My eyes don't leave the screen. Like the last few games, Bears games, the big games, mainly every Bears game, I'm always tuned in and locked in. But 3 games in particular was the Packers games, right? I was locked in automatically. And then this last playoff game we had against the Los Angeles Rams. I won't be before you long talking about my toxic relationship, but I want to know, how do you get out of a toxic relationship, or are you still in it? In general, it don't have to be just sports. It could be anything. How do you get out of a toxic relationship? Let me tell you. On Sunday night, the way I was locked in to this TV, the way I was locked into this game needs to be studied for real. Every moment, every second, every breath, I was super locked into this game. And I know the analytics they was the better team. They was built for a Super Bowl, et cetera, et cetera. But we was at home. We was at Chicago. We was at the crib. We had that team on the ropes. Our defense was finally starting to play good. Caleb was doing his thing. And when Caleb threw that touchdown with less than 20 seconds left, on 4th and 4, Hail Mary fadeaway jumper, I don't think I ever screamed so loud in my life. I'm so glad that it was nobody around for real, because I screamed very loud. That's just the passion that comes with being in a relationship. I've been in, this toxic relationship with the Bears, but we still lost. And when we lost, I cut off all the lights. Cut off all the lights, went to bed. I just stayed there, just traumatized for a while. And only the Bears can do that to me. Now, when I was married, I've had some moments like that. Was just toxic sometimes. It's good sometimes, but it's toxic. But the ups and downs, the highs and the lows, the emotions. How do y'all get through a toxic relationship? I'm just trying to figure that out. What's the word, my good people? What's up, Brits? Awesome. Thank you. Go vote, my friend. What's up, Katina? Divorce. Divorce is hard. For certain people, divorce can be hard. Just depends on who you are for real, right? And how long you've been going through your situation. If it was toxic and you finally got out of it, divorce can take some time. I don't think I'm divorcing the Bears no time soon, but this is hard to deal with. It really was, for real. Job relocated to something bigger and better. Always on the move, doing your thing. Katina, I'm going to have you zoom into the show quite often and soon. So be on the lookout for that, because I definitely want to talk to you about how that was to relocate from one job, one city, one state, one everything to another, and the thought process and how you adjust to that. Definitely want to know that. Be sure y'all go check out The Grace Effect Wednesdays, 8:00. Miss Katina, man, she be doing her thing over there, speaking them gems as well, for real. Have you ever been in a toxic relationship? If so, how did you get out of it, or are you still in it? I talked about the Bears. Still gonna rep the Bears. My heart is still in it. I couldn't even talk for a while to nobody. People want to, talk about group chats and all, I don't want to talk right now, bro. I was that invested. If you called me during any Bears game, especially the last few, hey, look, no disrespect, I can't talk right now. I'm locked in, I'm zoned in. I was at the gas station today. It was a girl. Listen to the story, man. I was at the gas station today. It was a girl at the register, and she was on the phone with whoever she was talking to. And I guess they was talking about the Bears. I heard this girl say, verbatim, word for word, the Bears get on my nerves. We should have won that game. All we needed was a free throw. Man, the level of anger that I got fueled with, because you see so many people, and I'm not gonna stay on this long, but Chicago really stood up this wintertime for the Bears. Whether you're a Bears fan or not, people would go out to bars. All the bars was crowded. Every single one. And it would be people with Bears jerseys and stuff on. Don't know nothing about, couldn't name one person on the Bears, but it came out to support. I got no problem with that. But when we lose like that to a game that we had won, we had them people beat. And to hear a woman say, all we needed was a free throw to win, I wanted to go slash her tires. I felt anger, is what I'm saying. I felt anger, and that's how invested I am into the Bears. I've been more invested into the Bears than any relationship I've ever been in, and I know that don't sound the best, but I have. I'm optimistic. I know we're going to have a good off season, and next year we're going to be right back, but this still hurts. I want to know, man, y'all talk to me, man. Have you ever been in a toxic relationship? How did you get out of it? Or are you still out of it? Or are you still in it? That was the Bears. I'm going to tell y'all about another toxic situation. Now it's y'all turn to talk to me, and I'll talk back. All right. Whew, I just got out talking about that, man. Chicago Bears, listen. Diehard fan. Love y'all. Keep going strong. They put out an official statement from the Bears. Thank you, Chicago. This season reminded us who we are. Belief returned, standards rose, and the future got loud. The direction is clear. This team earned respect, reset expectations, and gave the city something real to rally behind again. This is only the beginning. Bear down always. Thank you, George McCaskey, Ryan Poles, and all the Bears front office staff for putting that out there. We really felt that this was a magical season. I definitely felt we were supposed to win that game, though, but it's so good. I appreciate the words. As a fellow Bear, we're going to be there next year, all right? Enough about that before I get mad again. Okay, look, man, you know the vibes. We are here, Nightcap Tuesday nights, the Voice of Apps, RMF, just me and you. All right, let's talk about some things. Let's have fun. Let's vibe out tonight. Let's kick it off with, why I got to kick it off, my homie D Jenkins. We just did a podcast with Mary K. Selena. Shout out to Mary, Selena K, doing dope things over there at Rock Truth Radio. We had a good time talking with her. Our next show is next Saturday, man, January 31st, TOTB. We're going to have from 7 to 11. Come hang out, man. If you're in the city of Chicago, if you have never seen me perform live at these podcasts, man, come hang out with us from 7 to 11. We'll have a dope show. I got some dope guests coming on. And it's like a mini little mix and mingle for anybody else that's been nominated for the 312 Awards. Even if you have not been nominated, man, come hang out with us, man. We love to meet people that follow us. We love to meet the people that support us, right? Come sit in the audience, bring you a drink with you. You feel me? And let's do some good convo, man. And let's shake hands and break bread. You feel me? All right, listen, we're just getting started here at the Nightcap. The voice of vibes, RMF. You know the vibes. We back in 5. Get into them.
Kick your feet up, sit back with your drink cup. Don't have to be no spirits, cause spiritually I don't need that. I relax and lean back, gazing at the sky. Summertime, open air, feeling all I need to get me high. This a breeze, so free. Ooh, this a breeze, so free. Cool. This a breeze. I can raise the dead with this flow. No doubt I know they feel it. All the listen, bring them hope. The world drown them in sorrow. I'ma assist them to flow. This a taste of Chicago, much more than killings, drilling dope. It's plenty love in the air. We gotta love a bit more. These the Maywood vibes take you higher than you normally go. From the aroma of success, yes, my favorite cologne. Plus the spirit of the Most High embalms you, making you glow, glow. So illuminating, life rejuvenated. Thank you, God, for the constant motivation to live life beyond my flaws. Embracing where it is you're taking me despite facing odds. Lately, trials have been evasive with the support of my squad. Bro, we in it, we living good, and God, he just getting started. Don't mean to flex, but yes, we are the better option. A team of inspiration, innovation at its top peak. They can entertain aggression. We gon' enjoy this nice spree. Kick your feet up, sit back with your drink cup. Don't have to be no spirits, cause spiritually I don't need that. I relax and lean back, gazing at the sky. Summertime, open air, feeling all I need to get me high. This a breeze, so free. Cool. This a breeze, so free. Cool. This a breeze. Get your weight up, wait up. We don't wait up, wait up. Elevator, Vader, we going higher. Don't entertain the hater, nor do I cater to that which contradicts the love of the Messiah. We just keep on moving forward. Reggie, gratefully seasoned heavy, obviously matured very, so enjoy the commentary. I do this for love, passionate, not only monetary. Cooking with this one, D, I should've named it culinary. You funny, bro. Just working, Joe, don't do no lazy flow. 80s baby flow with a modern flex. I'm talented now, oh, I let them sink into a depressive state when I can bring them home. Whether they sober, drink or smoke, guaranteed to touch they soul. Effortlessly do it, bro, cause it's in me. Lend me your ear and watch me put you onto what you missing. Factor in the subtraction of you negatively living, then taking action to engage with a toast to how we live. This a breeze. Kick your feet up, sit back with your drink cup. Don't have to be no spirits, cause spiritually I don't need that. I relax and lean back, gazing at the sky. Summertime, open air, feeling all I need to get me high. This a breeze, so free. Cool. This a breeze, so free. Cool. This a breeze, this a breeze.
It's your auntie's favorite R&B singer, Doug Lake, and you are now tapped into the Blue Room.
Old Lake, baby. Some time ago, I met a woman. She was my only woman. Some time ago, started from the secrets that we keepin'. Plus a kind of love they will never see it. Now that we are our kind of love is unhealthy. I gotta get over you, yeah. Let go of this lie and set you free. But Every time I'm home alone, I lie awake with visions of all the sweet love we made. But this is not how it's supposed to be. There is no you and me. Bye-bye my dreams, say hello my reality. And I always fall for what I can't see, fall for what I can't touch, fall for what I can't have. I'm loving you so much. I always fall for love in all of the wrong places. The wrong places. I always fall for love in all of the wrong places. The wrong places.
Always fall for your touch. Need you here, miss you much. I can't have what you give. This ain't life, let it live. Let me live, let me live. This ain't life, let me live. Always fall, always fall, always fall.
Now every time I see you, I get a little jealous. No, I really can't help it. I want you close to me, yeah. And every time I'm with you, I see the sunny days. And when I'm not with you, it's all just clouds and rain. But every time I'm home alone, I lie awake with visions of all the sweet love we make. This ain't how it's supposed to be. There is no you and me. My dreams, hello, my reality. Yeah. And I always fall for what I can't see. Yeah. Fall for what I can't touch. Fall for what I can't have.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Sweet C. I'm gonna need y'all to tune in with Reggie moving forward on the nightcap. When I tell you it's a vibe, it's literally a vibe. It's like sitting with your best friend having a conversation about everyday life and everyday situations. So tune in every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. on My Radio Chicago with RMF himself. Come on.
RMF, My Radio Chicago, Support District Radio Network, where it is more than a radio, man. We here vibing tonight, man. Glad that y'all staying up with me just a little late to vibe out tonight. Shout out to the homies, man. Started off with D Jenkins. This a breeze. Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. It felt so good to be out there when he recorded that joint, man. And the sun, it was the summer, it was nice outside. It just felt good. You know, wasn't no worries in the world. Your bros was having fun. It was a good time to be a part of that, man. So shout out to D Jenkins. Looking forward to the next joint that he about to drop. So shout out to him for that, man. And then we had my homie Doug Lake. Always fall. Of course, you know that's one of my favorite joints, man. Keep doing your thing, brotherin. Love playing your favorite Chicago hits, smooth jams, dope videos, live videos of the night, man. Let's continue to get back to the conversation. Had a guest, man, but I decided, you know what, let's just push it to next week because I wanted to talk to my nightcappers. My nightcappers that nominated me for Radio Personality of the Year. You know, I couldn't have did it without y'all. My nightcappers that also followed the Thinking Outside the Box podcast and nominated us for Podcast of the Year. So coming in March, I might be coming back with 2 awards. We'll see. Make your voice be heard and go nominate, man. Go vote for your favorite. It's a host of great personalities and podcasts out here. Like I said, I'm not super familiar with all of these shows, podcasts that's here in our city or surrounding areas in Illinois. I know a few of them, man. Shout out to Bottle Service. Bottle Service records right here at My Radio Chicago. So shout out to Bella Bibbs, my boy. Just a Girl from Chicago was a dope one as well. 290 Mo was a good one as well. So some good shows out there, man. So make your voice be heard. But if you just so happen to feel that Thinking Outside the Box is the best podcast, make sure you go put your vote in. You only got 2 more weeks to get those votes in, so do that and get in tune. My Radio Chicago, of course, Internet Radio Station of the Year. Get your votes in for that as well. And look, Radio Personality of the Year, of course, you see RMF down there. Shout out to Sadie Starr. That's the homegirl, man, over there, Soul 106.3. Doing some dope work over there, man. Make your voice be heard. Rachel A.L. Gary, the homie, right here, my Radio Chicago as well. Super, super talented radio personality, man. Ms. Mina as well. Blizzy, Shy Blizz, the crown holder, right here. Every morning, getting your morning started off the right way. D. Smith, the homie, man. Thursday nights, he's here with Shop Talk. Melly P, all these get some good, man. It feel good to be in the realm of a whole bunch of dope artists. Dope personalities, man. So make your voice be heard. Okay, let's get back to it. Another thing I want to talk about. This is why I want us to have our own little nightcap edition where we can just vibe and talk to each other about some things. All right. So another thing that's kind of like, trending a little bit among social media, right? I love to talk about love, and no matter how it looks, no matter what color it is, no matter what facets or genres or whatever, love is love, right? I believe in embracing love. Love don't always have to be public, but if you love that person you with, stand on it. You feel me? Especially being in media, I know how sometimes people's private life is their private life. They don't expose their private life in the media as much like that. And I understand that. I'm a supporter of that, right? But as you get older, oh man. At first when I saw this, I was like, because I'm not really big on that stuff. But as a fan of his music and as a fan of her comedy, we was brought to the realization of Luenell and Albie Shore going public with their relationship. Albie Shore, the homie from back in the day. See, this is why I'm going to show my age, man. I was born in 85. 85 is when that whole Albie Shore era was going strong. Of course, it's his song, It's Night and Day. I can tell you how I feel about you night and day. How I feel about you. I love Albie Shore. Yeah, he got Albie. He actually he got a dope album too from that era. Got some cuts on that joint, man. So yeah, I rock with Albie Shore, man. He was in New Jack City, all that stuff, man. And Luenell is a very popular stand-up comedian who's been in the game for over 40 years, as she tell everybody. They came out doing their thing, and look, I'm all for it. I know some people may judge it and say that he with her for the money and she with him for, getting some pickle or whatever. But when you really think about it, man, Albie Shore is 57 years old. 57. And I think Luenell is like 64, 65. So when you really look at it, man, is it really that big of a deal that people making it out to be? Is it really that big of a deal? She in her mid 60s, he in his late 50s. I want to. I'm all for love. No matter how it looks, no matter what color. But if that's what they wanted to do, that's what they chose to do. Apparently, they've been rocking for about 5 years. They've been rocking for a little while. And, I don't know his situation. I don't know her situation, but to come out when two people have public notoriety and have that type of, and they come out with this, maybe they waited for a while on purpose, but the backlash is ridiculous, y'all. Y'all got to stop. To the people that judge them for how this looks, who cares, man? That's how they found love, you know. Now, I'm pretty sure, I don't know this for sure, for certain, but I'm pretty sure it took Albie a couple years to be like, you know what, fuck, let me go ahead and put this out here. You know, they probably was doing some stuff on the low for a while, like people normally do. And he was like, well, let me just go ahead and put it out there. I think we've seen something similar with Lil Baby or something like that for the younger generation, and Ari or something like that, right? People be messing around on the low for years. And some people never come out publicly. Some things got to happen for them to do that, but they did. And I want to say, shout out to them, man. I mean, however it looks, they happy. Okay. She's 60. How old is Luenell? Let's see. I think Luenell is in her mixed 60s. Let's take a look. I know Albie Shore is around 57-ish because he is around the same age as one of my mentors, somebody I looked up to. And, you know, I've always followed his music for a long time, and he has some really dope albums back in the day. But I think Luenell is 66 years old. 66, and he is 57. And look, it's love, man. Love is love. People like to judge and put you know, it is what it is. Shout out to, you know, I heard somebody say the Cougars is winning out here. Hey, man, it is what it is. I used to, hey, you know, I've dealt with people that was older than me before, and I would say, what's the Jordan shrug? Hey, older women, not all, of course. You know, I'm not going to put my preference out on it like that, but my experience with an older woman, I'm thinking about one in particular, has been great. Has been great, you know, mature-minded, stable. Let's not ignore that, my Kappas. Stability in a partner is so vital. I'm not even talking about just like finances. Of course, that's a good tool for a woman that has her own, right? You know, that's a song that Neo and Jamie Foxx had, that a woman that has her own is you know, I agree. To have a woman that want but don't need me financially, that's a big plus. But I've found that stability, maturity, and the lack of insecurity, I find that more in older. Not all older women. I'm only thinking about one in particular, so I can't really blanket all, you know. But I'm saying, like, I see why certain men deal with older women. Now, I don't really know. I'm not a woman. I don't know why younger women go for older men, but I get it's the same. It's probably the same vibe, you know, the maturity aspect, the loyalty as well. But it's something about a stable woman, you know, that you don't feel like is just messing with you to get free stuff that they don't have to pay for themselves. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm a little triggered by that, by dealing with someone that is strictly just trying to see what they can get from you for free so they won't have to do it themselves. Or someone who, don't have their own car or their own apartment. So they, utilize you for those things. You know what I'm saying? You don't find a lot of older women. So once again, shout out to Luenell, and I'll be sure. God damn it, if it look good for them, it look good. They probably have a great time together. God damn it, they probably, they nights probably be real chill. Put on some Bobby Blue Bland and some Temptations, god damn it, and get them some Chablis and some you know what I'm saying, some throwback liquor. Had them a good time, Put on Nino Brown and them, and they probably fall asleep to a good movie, man. So shout out to them. Shout out to love, however it looks. You feel me? I love it too, Katina. I love it too. If they love it, I love it. You feel me? She is 66, yeah. 66, he's 57. So what's that, 9 years? Come on, man. You out here doing way worse than that. So y'all leave them people alone. Let them be happy. Let them enjoy life. Like I said, I know they've been dealing with each other for a few years, but to finally come out now as partners, hey man, I love it. Continue to do your thing. Love has no face. It has no age. It has no certain look. However you love is how you love, So shout out to them. Which brings me to my another topic that we about to get into before we get into some more music. You feel me? Because I definitely got some more jams here tonight, Captain. I want to rock with y'all tonight. But here's something to marinate on it. All right. Just a little bit, because I overheard a conversation last week with some coworkers that kind of had me to thinking. And it is simply, do you believe in soulmates? And if so, do you believe you found yours? Just got through talking about Luenell, and I'll be sure. I'm hearing the song in my head. I can tell you how I feel about you night and day. How I feel about you. That was the jam, man. But that whole album, I'm telling you, if you ever get a chance, get some time to whenever you were just relaxing, go listen to that I'll Be Sure album, and I think it was an AD. No, maybe it was the 90s. It was probably the 90s. It was around that area. It was between 85, 86, and like 93. But go listen to the album, I'll Be Sure album, man. Yeah, it's a dope album. But we're just talking about them, how she identified him. They identified each other as soulmates. Overheard a conversation at work. I was actually in my office and I was eavesdropping, so it wasn't really overhearing. I was eavesdropping on the conversation, and I heard someone say she was talking to somebody else about the soulmate. She said that she feel like she met, God sent her soulmate, but she fumbled him. She feel like she fumbled him. And now she would never really look for anything because she knew she had it and she dropped it. Sometimes people find their soulmates and something happens where they lose it, or just wasn't meant to be. Do you believe in your soulmate? Do you believe in soulmates? If so, do you believe you found yours? I have something to say about that. Of course, I'm not going to divulge it now. Why would I do that? All right. I want to give y'all some time to marinate on it a little bit. Let's talk about it. You feel me? Soulmates. I'm going to tell all my business tonight. Let's get into some more music, man. You know the vibes. We'll be back in 5. We coming right back, man. Let's get to my homie Smooch. Smooch, man. That dude is super talented. He's here, man. Actually, 7 to 9, Tuesdays and Wednesdays with the homegirl Nanette. Social Experiment, man. We're going to play some Nanette too in a little while. But let's get to some Smooch with Sweet Tea. That love don't cost a thing. You know the vibes, get into them.
Yeah.
slow or smooth or smooth or fast, baby.
What does that mean?
Take it easy. Smooch. Can I just talk to you for a second? Can I tell you
What
something?
you trying to talk about?
You really got me in my feelings.
You always in your feelings.
I just wanna show you that it's real. Life could be a dream if you stick with me. I just wanna give you all I have, yeah. Hear the words I say, love don't cost a thing. I remember when I first met you. Even then I knew that you were special. Someone I can give all of my affection. Kind of woman you can give your all to. Had a smile that caught my attention. And baby, let me not forget to mention.
What's that?
Waist and thighs was a two-piece. Staring at you really made a nigga hungry. Step to you the right way. Asked you what is your name. Asked you how was your day. Made you laugh, it felt great. Gave you my number and then walked away with a big grin. Look girl, you're here with me. We'll call the rest history. I just wanna show you that it's real. Your life could be a dream if you stick with me. I just wanna give you all I have. So hear the words I say. Love don't cost a thing. My love don't cost a thing. My love don't cost a thing, baby. My love don't cost a thing. My love don't cost a thing. My love don't cost a thing. My love don't cost a thing, baby. My love don't cost a thing. My love don't cost a thing. Shawty wanna come and take a ride with me. Roll another blunt, get high with me. Pull up in the drop top, cruise streets. Show you off to the world like a trophy. Girl, you go where I go. Vacations, we global. We don't tell, we gon' show. Look at how we both grow. I just wanna show you that it's real. Life can be a dream if you stick with me. I just wanna give you all I have. Hear the words I say. Love don't cost a thing.
Distraction. I need you to ease my mind. I need a distraction. Can't keep this shit on my mind. I need you just for the day to make this pain go away. What I've been thinking. I need anything other what I've been thinking. Yeah, I want you to release me. I want you to make me feel so good. I want you to take my mind with you. I just want you. I need some company. Can you put my mind at ease? I need some company. I don't care about the speed. Boy, be my company. Don't need this same outfit
Yo, social experiment. Y'all already know what's going on. Big smooch if you know me.
Hello, motherfuckers. It's your girl,
And listen, we are live every Tuesday and Wednesday right here. My Radio Chicago, South Talk 7. The social experiment from 7 to 9. But
after that, y'all go ahead and follow Reggie Moving Forward from 9 to 11 on the same network right after us. You know?
man, tap in. It's a crazy network here. Man, you got Social Experiment, 7 to 9. Then you got the Nightcap with Reggie Moving Forward, 9 to 11. It's going to be crazy. Tap in, tune in, and join the conversation. It's about to be dope.
Until next time, toodles.
You know the vibes. We're back here Tuesday nights, Nightcap in and relaxing. The voice of vibes, RMF, right? My Radio Chicago Support District Radio Network, where it is more than radio. Shout out to Smooch Wallace. Love don't cost a thing. That was a jam, man. The brother could sing, man. Followed by Nanette with Company. I'll say, man, that video is, yeah, it's pretty company-ish. But I will say this, though. I mean, you know, I was tuning in. They actually just left. They come on Social Experiment from 7 to 9. I was peeking into a little bit of the conversation, and they was talking. I believe the topic was, does your social media, how did they say it? How you are on social media, does that portray who you are in real life? It was something like that. I can't really quote exactly the title, but it was basically it was talking about, is your own air or your social media, does that like mirror how your life is? Is that what, you know? And I don't know, that's touchy. That's touchy for me because being in media, I know how it is to really want to push your brand, right? Push your product and things like that. So you can be an artist, or you could be a comedian, or you can be, shout out to Yaya. We had Yaya here a few weeks ago, and she was saying a similar thing. You could be a poet, you could be a painter, you can be whatever, an actor, whatever. So in media, I get how it can be a little bit cloudy, right? But certain things you got to be careful about, okay? I'll just say that. How you present yourself on social media, people take that and run with it. All right. We live in social media is a fantasy land. And listen, I play fantasy football every year. I love fantasy football. So I'm all about the fantasy. So there's people that buy into what you're trying to put out there. So if you're not a person who wants the attention of what you're putting out, you probably shouldn't put that out there. Is what I'm saying. You know, now if you don't care about it, you don't care. It's just social media, you can post what you want. But be careful, you know, just piggybacking off their conversation, because I'm 50-50. You know, what I post on social media is typically about my brand. You know, I had to learn the hard way to stop posting and stuff about my children, especially because my children are really near and dear to me, man. I love all my sons. And then I stopped posting out. You know, I remember a point in time where I was married and I used to post my wife all the time, you know, just little silly things or whatever. I wasn't in media then, but you got to be careful about who is following you, right? People who follow you are really living through you. Their life is every day seeing what you post and judging you off of what you post. And then if it's not what it is, then you have to deal with that backlash. So just be careful about that. If you are in media, even if you're not in media, social media is what you want to put out there. So be careful with that. So yeah, shout out to them, man. Social Experiment, 7 to 9, Tuesday and Wednesday for sure. Let's get back to the topic, man. I was talking about Do you believe in soulmates? And if so, do you believe you found yours? Interesting question I want to talk about for a minute. What's up, Katina? Thank you for staying up late to vibe with me tonight, as usual. What type of soulmate are you speaking of? Karmic? Okay. I'm a little ignorant to that. I do not know what that means. So please educate me on what that means. Classic or twin flame? I don't know what twin flame is either. I'm really showing my lack of knowledge right now. I'm sorry. I don't know. I know what classic means, sort of speaks, but I'll just narrow it down. Soulmates in regards to relationships, not just friendships, from my intimate partners. Now, friendship soulmates can be a little tricky. I believe having a soulmate friend or best friend as your soulmate is highly more common than finding a partner and spouse to build with. And when I say that, I mean, a lot of times people grew up with people, they grow up with friends. And after 5, 10, 20 years of friendship, it feels like a soul tie. It feels like a soul bond. It feels like a soulmate. And that's far more likely than finding that one person who your soul connects with intimately, who you can really bond with on another level. And I've also believed that a soulmate in a lot of ways can be built from the friendship. I'm an advocate of being friends first, and sometimes friendships that turn into relationships can be dangerous, but I highly recommend exploring that option at least first to see where it goes, because typically when you're looking at a soulmate, you're looking at somebody that you just enjoy being around, someone that you enjoy spending time with, someone that you love laughing with. And I'm not even talking about nothing physical right now. I'm talking about just the energy. You feel like the world and the world's issues don't even matter when you're around that person, right? That's something that you can build off of, something that you can really look to build some longevity with. Soulmates. Do you believe in it? And if so, do you believe you have found yours? And I don't know. I'll just put it like that. I don't know. Well, I believe in soulmates. I'll put it like that. Do I believe I found my soulmate? It is TBD. It is TBD, man. It is truly TBD, because I don't really know what God's had in stores right now. I could have found my soulmate and I could have fumbled it. I could have found my soulmate and it's right in front of my face and I never entertained it. Or I could have found my soulmate and maybe we're going through the what are we doing stages. Or I could have found my soulmate. There's so many different aspects of that. I do believe in soulmates. And I do believe soulmates can look however you want it to look. I remember when my mom was here, she would always tell me, my mom was super protective over like me dating, I was a teenager, but still, she was like super protective over me. She would always tell me to watch out for them fast ass girls out here. If you like somebody, be friends with them first. She would always emphasize, focus on friendship for a while. Don't try to date. Don't try to, just be friends with a woman and see where that goes first. It always stuck with me. And I think that's why I'm super patient right now, with everything. Of course, I'll never get into my business. That's another thing. People love to try to get into my business to see what I'm doing, it's none of your business. You never know unless I want you to know. I always got to emphasize that. I keep my private life private, but if you know, you know, and I just leave it at that. But I always believe that taking my time and being patient is my strong attribute. Everybody has strong attributes and things they need to work on. Strengths and weaknesses, right? Everybody has some. I have some, you have some. One of my main strengths is my patience and my ability to wait things out, not rush. Now, I say that because I've been through some times where I was rushing before. You know, I got married after dating a girl for 3 months, and that didn't work out. So life experiences taught me how to be more patient, and I mastered that now, to just wait. And that brings me to continue to marinate on this question. I want y'all to listen to this clip, right? I'm so glad y'all staying up just a little late to vibe with me tonight. And to my nightcappers that is going to watch this show tomorrow morning, I love y'all. I'm going to take some time to talk to y'all for a minute. Half of my nightcappers stay up a little bit to vibe with me. They may fall asleep and catch it when they wake up, but other half always chime in and tell me when they listen to the show the next day. And I always get these messages on the phone and we talk about whatever. It's so good to know that my nightcappers are not just at night. It's throughout the whole day. And we can spend the rest of the week, the rest of the weekend talking about things. And then you come back here on Tuesday and we do it again. So shout out to y'all. But I want y'all to take a listen to this clip, man. This clip had me thinking about some stuff. I'm not going to lie. But it has to do a lot with what I was talking about with patience and how that looks for different people. You may not agree with this. You may do. But I agree with what this brother is saying to a certain extent. So how about this? Take a listen to it. You know the vibes. Get into them. Come back and let's talk about it.
What are you ready for? Are you ready for like marriage?
I wouldn't say that I'm dating for marriage.
What would you say?
I would say I'm dating to get to know someone and get to know if we could take it to that next step.
Dating with intention?
Well, the intention is to get to know them.
Do you want to be married?
Whoa, 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 whoa.
You think long? You think wrong?
Well, I want to be married, but I'm definitely not gonna force to be married.
No, and I don't think you should.
So
my hesitation is this. Donna does want to have kids. I mean, you can't really put a timeline on it, but it's kind of a timeline on it.
I don't mind having more children.
You don't mind having more children?
No, I don't mind. I could not have them as well, and it wouldn't bother me.
Okay.
So
you're open to the thought. Yeah.
I can't help that I met Donna at this time. I wish that it was a different time, but it's not. It's today. I can't fast forward or move quicker and what I think that I need because of what her timeline is. It doesn't work like that. My pace is my pace, no matter who I'm speaking with.
My pace is my pace, no matter who I'm speaking with. Listen, I know I don't get a lot of agreements with this with some people, and that's fine, but I move at my pace, and I get it. Listen, I understand that that's not the most popular thing to do. I move at a pace that is suitable for me. Of course, there's a selfish, it can be. It can be. I say to I'm blue in the face, I do not want no more kids. I'm open to the idea of having more kids if and when I get married and my partner, if she wants to have a child, I will entertain it because I love my partner and I want to do anything that makes my partner happy, you know. But if, like that brother said, it was up to me, I'm cool not having no nothing. You feel me? Nothing. All my boys are different and they're special in their own ways and I love them to death. But I don't want to pay the $5. I don't want to have number. No. But I'm open to it. I'll never say never, especially with somebody I care about and love and you're my partner. I would definitely entertain that, and that's something that I would look into. But in this clip, this brother was just talking about simply not rushing What are you dating for? You say, I'm dating to get to know somebody. I think the whole notion of saying I am dating to marry can seem, I'm just saying from this brother's point of view, and from some other guys that think this way, saying I am dating to marry, there's a lot missing in that middle part, you know, and I get it. A lot of women want to get married sooner than later. Some women want to have kids sooner than later. Like this are like the clock is kind of ticking a little bit for this. So I get it, but you cannot skip these steps in the middle of getting to know somebody. Of course, you'll never fully know anybody. You know, that takes time. I get it. It takes time to fully get to know somebody. And you probably never fully get to know anybody. But skipping those steps can be detrimental. So when that brother said, I am dating to get to know, I want to focus on getting to know. I want to focus on that part first to see if we're compatible, to see if I like you in the wintertime, just like I liked you in the summertime, to see like just to get that energy. I'm not saying it take multiple years. It ain't, everybody's different. Me personally, I give it at least 2 years. At least 2 years. I think 2 years is a suitable time to know if you want to, you know, take that next step. 1.5 years to 2 years. Let's go there. See a person in all seasons and facets and things like that, you know. Definitely believe in soulmates. There you go. I believe in them too. I've never fumbled my soulmate because I don't know if he has ever found me. Oh, well, that's transparency. Okay. Don't know if he ever found me. I believe this world is so big. That's why I say finding a soulmate, the soulmate as far as like a friend, like a best friend, that is so much more common than finding a soulmate like partner, like spouse, like life partner. That's just, it's a little bit different and it's more common. So I like the transparency. You know, I never fumbled my soulmate because I don't know if he has ever found me. I like that. Shout out to you, Katana. There go D Jenkins. What's up, Brody? Y'all be sure to go check out that. This is a breeze. The brother got a whole bunch of, like I said, a whole bunch of joints. My first favorite song by him was Fall Down. Still waiting on the video for that too, bro. As soon as you get that video for Fall Down, send it to me, man. You know the vibes. Shout out to TOTB. You know the vibes. Most definitely, your soulmate is the one who is an advocate for your spiritual, physical, and mental growth. I love that. The one who supports you unconditionally with a desire to assist you at becoming a greater you, and does it from not just position of a lover, but a true friend that loves at all times. Come on, bro. I subscribe to all that. I do. I subscribe to all that. I definitely believe being with someone that helps you grow in many ways. Pause. But you know what I mean. Not just the grow in that way, but grow spiritually and mentally. I yearn. And for transparency, I feel like that's one of the main reasons why I rushed to marry my ex-wife, because spiritually, she fed me. You know, I really bought into that. Her spiritual life was so magnetic, and I feel like that's what I needed, you know. And of course, that didn't work out for many reasons, but I do agree with bro what he said, that, you know, your soulmate is the one who is the advocate for your spiritual, physical, and mental growth. You know, someone that helps pushes you. I love that. I love to feel like I'm being pushed by my partner to continue to be great, and I want to be the person that pushes her to her greatness. You know, pushing each other is something that is very vital. So I agree with that. Shout out to bro. If he is dating to get to know someone, how long does she stay around for the evaluation? Very good question. If he is dating to get to know someone, how long does she stay around for evaluation? Let's see. Getting to know someone doesn't have a time frame, but it's not extensive time. So when I say that, okay, when you get to know somebody and you're spending time with them, whether it's just physically or on the phone or whatever, some people do put on a face in the front for a little while, sometimes to get what they want. But with men, typically we know to the core of what the woman is by talking to her, spending time with her. So I would say, in response to that, I would say she should stay around for the evaluation for at least 3 to 6 months. That's just initial stick around. Because if a man is still being around you and sticking around you for 3 to 6 months, he's seeing something he likes about you. He may see some red flags or whatever, but them red flags ain't overtaking what he's liking, what he's seeing. So I would say about 3 to 6 months, you know. Now, after that, that's when we take that next step. Like, okay, I'm starting to get to know her. I'm starting to feel her. I'm starting to like what I see. I see some stuff I don't like, but the stuff that I like is outweighing it more. That's when the next step come into, like, okay, I see that I kind of like her. You know, I'm getting to know her. I'm still getting to know her, but that evaluation can be tricky. So, yeah. You see that way too, for sure. Definitely going in that way, brother. But I like that. I like that. I want to listen to one more time, and then we're going to get to some music. But this brother said a lot of dope things that flew over people's head. And some people are kind of, when I looked at the clip, oh, they was bashing him. Of course, it was mainly women bashing him, but the brothers was like, yeah, goddamn it, I know what you mean, brother. You know what I'm saying? You got to take your time. You can't skip steps when it comes to courting and dating and getting to know somebody. Saying I am dating to marry sometimes can cloud the middle part. Of course, getting married is something that's beautiful before God, and, you know, people want, you know, I would love to get married again. I just feel like that's the goal, and that's not the end goal. I don't like when people say that's the end goal, because that's where it starts. Once marriage happens, that's when their journey really starts. It's you know, but just say that's the goal. But you can't skip those middle parts. So dating to get to know someone to marry. Let's do it like that. Let's not do dating to marry. Let's say dating to get to know, getting to know to marry. That's what I think. I think they should be willing to stick around longer, but the man shouldn't demand her to be exclusive. I knew he was going to feel that way. We had a show a few years ago. We was in Vegas. Hey, man, shout out to Vegas. We doing another show in Vegas in April. Man, that was one of our best shows. I ain't gonna lie, man. That was one of our most viral shows. Man, we had such a great time. But we coming back. We coming back this April. We can do another show out there. But we was talking about that. You know, should a man demand a girl to be exclusive while he's trying to still figure out, not figure out. Should a man expect the woman to be exclusively his while he's waiting to propose to her? He's with her already. They together. They love each other, you know, whatever. But he ain't proposed yet. So should he expect her to still be his and loyal to him and exclusive? And man, that conversation went wild. But you know, D Jenkins, man, I love the brother, man. He's firm on how he feel. I don't feel like that. And we just agree to disagree, man. But that was a dope show. I might post that tomorrow, man. That was one of those shows for real. But even in Soulmates, let's play the clip one more time, man. There was something deep about that, man. Maybe I'll miss. So let's get into it.
What are you ready for? Are you ready for like marriage?
I wouldn't say that I'm dating for marriage.
What would you say?
I would say I'm dating to get to know someone and get to know if we could take it to that next step.
Dating with intention?
Well, the intention is to get to know them.
Do you want to be married?
Whoa, 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 whoa.
You think long, you think wrong.
Well, I want to be married, but I'm definitely not gonna force to be married.
No, and I don't think you should.
So-
my hesitation is this. Donna does want to have kids. I mean, you can't really put a timeline on it, but it's kind of a timeline on it.
I don't mind having more children.
You don't mind having more children?
No, I don't mind. I could not have them as well, and it wouldn't bother me.
Okay.
So-
you're
And that's a
open
very
to the
honest
thought.
answer.
Yeah.
I can't help that I met Donna at this time. I wish that it was a different time, but it's not. It's today. I can't fast forward or move quicker and what I think that I need because of what her timeline is. It doesn't work like that. My pace is my pace, no matter who I'm speaking with.
Woof. My pace is my pace. I said what I said. That's what I heard. I said what I said. God damn it, and that's what it is. I mean, I get it though. I understand the logic, and I mean, he was kind of outnumbered a little bit with that woman, but I understand the logic. You know, when a woman wants kids, when a woman wants to get married, they would blanket it as saying there's not a time frame, but it's the time frame. And I think sometimes a lot of guys, because they don't want to lose the woman, they would kind of expedite and rush the process a little bit. You know, that's neither here or there. It's not. I mean, I'm not saying that's wrong or right, but I've learned through my experiences and through life experience in general that it's best to take your time. And like he said, he don't mind getting married. He don't mind the possibility of having kids, but he don't want to rush it. I think that was very good to admit. Because some men really do mean that. You know, I mean that. You know what I mean? So it's like it's something I don't want to rush. Especially having kids. I can go on record saying the only way I would have another child is if and when I got married, and if and when we want that. You know, my partner might not even want no more kids. You know, so yeah, I'm saying, so it's like it's just really hit or miss. But taking your time, being patient, enjoying getting to know somebody and spending time. To me, that's one of the most precious, intimate experiences is fully getting to know somebody, you know what I'm saying? Enjoying the company, enjoying laughing and relaxing, enjoying good movies, scary movies, enjoying relaxing at the crib, enjoying going out like just enjoying that getting to know phase is special. That really sets the tone for the rest of your experience with someone, I believe. But whew, don't get me to start on that, man. We're gonna continue to talk about the vibes here, man. I definitely think that you know, what's up? Yes, I agree. There you go. I agree. Unless they both agree to be exclusive. There you go. There you go, bro. I feel like a man has the right to not be subject to a timeless end. A woman has the right to seek love elsewhere. Oh man, we about to start an episode of TOTB right here tonight, man. I'll leave it at this. If I'm with you, if I'm with a woman and she tells me she wants to seek love elsewhere while we are together because we ain't progressed to where she wants us to be in a time manner that she wants us to be, I would actually respect that in a lot of ways, in most ways. And I would tell her if that's what you need to do that. I remember when I was talking to someone in the early stages, maybe the mid stages, whatever. And she had asked me, she was like, yeah, this guy want to take me out or whatever. And, you know, I'm contemplating doing it, you know, and she's like, I want to know what you think. You know, I really feel like she knew what she wanted to do, but because we wasn't moving in a certain facet and we were still kind of getting to know each other and you know, I feel like she asked me that purposely. You remember the movie, y'all know my favorite movie, Love Jones. When Nina came to Darius right after they was intimate, and he was like, yeah, what you got going on the weekend? And she's like, yeah, I'm going out of town. He's like, what you going for? She's like, yeah, I'm going to see a guy. I need to see if it's something still there. We used to date around or whatever. And he was like, what the fuck? And she was like, well, how do you feel about that? You know, are you okay with that? Mind you, her best friend told her to tell Darius. Her best friend was like, tell him. And if he wants you, he won't want you to leave. You see what I'm saying? So like sometimes women be playing these little tricky little, I ain't gonna say games, but it's like a bait. So when I was talking to this girl and she's like, yeah, this guy want to take me out and I'm contemplating going and things like that. What do you think about it? And I was like, if you want to go on a date, go on a date with the brother. I mean, and then I literally, those are my words. If you feel like you want to do that, then do that. I won't stop you from going to entertain someone that you feel like is going to make you happier in a time less, in a faster time than I will. I'm not going to be in the way of that. So do your thing. So I agree, man. You know, a woman has the right to seek love elsewhere. But just know, once you tell me that, once you divulge that information to me, changes everything. It changes everything. Not saying I ain't gonna mess with you no more, we ain't gonna be cool or whatever like that, but it just, in my eyes, it just changes my approach with you, you know? Not saying that there isn't potential for us to still potentially be together, but I know that you out here entertaining other guys and other dates and other opportunities. So I'm not going to be as super invested in trying to take it that way. It's just like with a job. Like if I'm a manager at my job, right? If one of my workers came into my office and said, you know, I like it here, it's cool, but I got other opportunities out there that's really trying to get me for an interview. And, you know, what do you think about that? I'm going to say, okay, well, go ahead on the interviews there, you know? I mean, it's just the way that I view that situation a little bit, you know? I respect the honesty. I respect it. And I even, to a certain extent, I'm even going to applaud you in a lot of ways. But once that information is divulged, it changes how I look at what we're potentially doing. Not saying to close the door on it at all, but I'm going to let you go out there and see what else is out there. Time is precious and a gift. I just feel people shouldn't waste it. I agree. Shouldn't waste nobody's time. That's why it's always important to give people the option to do what they feel is best for them. For real. Would her dating someone else, not having sex, but dating someone else, stop you from seeking her out as the one? Let me read that again. Would her dating someone else, not having sex, but dating someone else, stop you from seeking her out to be as the one? Potentially. Potentially it may. Because I'm just a locked in person. You know, like if I'm locked in on you, I'm locked in on you until something happens where I shouldn't be locked on you no more. Something happens where, you know, this isn't where I wanted to, you know, it's just not a good feel anymore. Then I'm going to end that and then pursue something else. I mean, people are attractive out here. You know, I know anybody that you talk to is always going to have temptation and people trying to talk to them at all. You know, but it's a choice. To me, it's a choice. Being monogamous is a choice. That lifestyle of choosing every day to be faithful to somebody or just dating one person is a choice, you know? So if you choose to date other people while you're trying to figure out what's there, That's your choice. And I'm pro-choice for anything that wants people to be happy. So would it stop me from seeking her out as the one? Potentially, but not really. Not really. Yeah, go ahead. I would say, just like I told the lady, yeah, go out on a date. You feel like that's what you need to do, go ahead and go on a date. You know, I'm not stopping you from, I don't control you. You know what I'm saying? If you want to go out and date others, go out and date others. Sure, go do that. But just know it changes my perception on if I feel like you was really all in with me, or if you're just trying to find the next best thing, or whatever opportunity comes along that is faster than what we're doing, you know, certainly like a job thing. Okay, so you expect her to pull her life at half, put her life until you figure it out, even after she's proven to be loyal. We'll start a podcast in here tonight. My bro D Jenkins, man. I don't expect her to put her life on hold to figure out anything. What I'm saying is, even if she's proven herself to be loyal and she still chooses to date other people, that is her choice. I am going to advocate her to do what she feels she needs to do to make her happy. I'm never going to stop that. But that would just show me that I'm not moving as fast as she want me to move. Because it's like the brother said, hey, I move at my pace and that's just what it is. And I respect her for wanting to move at her and do what's best for her. I'm never going to stop a person from doing what they're going to do. But just know, I'm going to, have a pen. I'm going to note that. Okay. Because I could have did the same thing. You see what I'm saying? Like, if we out here dating other people that's trying to date us, then I could have did the same thing too. You see what I'm saying? So, but it's a choice. I choose not to date anybody else and focus on if I really like this person. Focus on if I really see myself building with this person. Focus if I see myself having kids with this person. If I see the ups and downs with this person. I don't know. She had an attitude. She was moody as hell last couple of weeks. Is that going to continue on? Do I have to worry about that next month? Is it because of the seasons? Like, all this stuff you have to evaluate. So I could easily be like, yeah, she going through a little moody stuff right now. Yeah, let me see what Keisha on, man, you know. So, yeah, I mean, teach his own, man. If you want to date other people, I'm all for it. You know, do what makes you happy. But just know, I'm putting a note. I'm putting what Martin do. Where you have to let notepad. He's like 2 checks for Beanie Bead. What's up, Tia? When you are dating someone, are you exclusive to just her? Okay, so that's my question. If I'm dating someone, I'm just a locked in person, right? I'm talking about, you know, I'm locked in. So if I'm dating, I know there's a whole notion that you should date multiple people to see who you like. I used to be in agreement with that. Yeah, date multiple people, see who really sticks, you know, not having sex, but just dating. And I don't knock on anybody that has that knowledge. Like I said, I used to think like that for a while, you know, go on a few dates with people and see what sticks and see what I really want to, who really stands out to take it to the next level. Yeah, I used to be like that for a long time, but I'm just really locked in. So if I like you and we're dating, I'm going to see what's to you before I entertain the idea of going on a date with somebody else. Because I can go on a date with somebody else and then now I really like this person. And that's just like, damn, that's unfair because I was already, you know, dating you, seeing what's to you. But now this other person came along and I'm dating them and damn, we had a really good time. So it's like, it's a conflict and I'm too old to be having conflicts in there with all that shit. I done did that too many times, you know. But yeah. But it is a good question. When you are dating, are you exclusive to just her? Yeah, very good question. And a lot of times people date Some people date out of loneliness, just to find somebody to fill a time. Not everybody is dating to get to know or dating to marry. Some people dating just for company, companionship. Yeah, everybody has different reasons to date, so it's not really blanketed like that, I don't think. Homie D Jenkins, what if she shown that she believes is what's best for her is to be your wife, and y'all been locked in for a while, but you just not ready because of the time factor, although all of the boxes are checked? Very good question. What if she's shown herself that she believes is what is best for her is to be your wife, and y'all been locked in for a while, but you just not ready because of the time factor, though all the boxes are checked? When all the boxes is checked, it makes the decision easier. I'll put it like that. It makes the decision easier, but it's still, as a man, it's like, man, I'm making the right decision. Even though you know that this person is loyal, you know that this person is it. It's like you feel all of the boxes is checked, and this person is ready to be your wife. This person feels like she is going to benefit you by being your wife. And you feel like all the boxes is checked, and it's like, man, everything is there. But sometimes you're like, man, it's too good. Sometimes the mind can play tricks on you a little bit. And so if that situation was to happen, I would definitely I'm already locked in, but I'm more locked in. And sometimes I will get I can have a tendency to get a little hesitant about making big lifetime decisions. And that's why I will lean on D Jenkins. I will lean on my brothers to talk to them. Me and D, we didn't talk a few times about my thought process with this. And he knows, how I feel about that. So when it gets to a situation where I really feel like I'm contemplating what to do, then I will lean on D. I will lean on my brothers and my guys just to, because sometimes the mind can play tricks on you. So I will lean on my brothers to make the best decision. Because I'm already there. I just need that extra little nudge, like, come on, man, let's do it. Katina, I agree. A man's pace is his choice. However, do you feel the man should ask the woman how she feels about the pace they're moving in? I agree. A man's pace is his choice. However, do you feel the man should ask the woman how she feels about the pace they're moving? I agree. I think you should ask the woman how she feels about the pace that you're moving in. That be a little risk though, but this as a transparency act that I feel is vital and important to the evolution of your relationship. Always asking your woman's opinion on anything, first of all, is very important. But asking her about the pace that you're moving in. Because like I said, you could be moving at this pace and I'm right here. But I'm slowly coming up there. So by me asking you the pace that we're moving in, is this okay with you? Do you mind that I'm taking a little longer or whatever? Who told me that? Someone told me that when you're dating somebody or when you're in a relationship with somebody, if whoever loves the other person more is already in a negative. And let me explain that. If the way he was explaining, he said, if you with a girl and you love her more than she loves you, if you're showing love more, now you know she loves you, but you're exhibiting that you love her more, you're already in a negative, because whoever loves the most, it was tricky. And I don't know how I really feel about that. Because just because she's at a higher level of love than I'm at doesn't mean I don't love her. Don't mean that she's already in a negative. And I don't know how I feel about that. If I love you, I love you. If we together, we together. I may have not reached the level that you're at right now, but that don't mean I'm going to get there. Hell, I might get to where you at and then surpass you. I might pass you up. So I think they just on with that. It's a risk whenever we choose to marry, but we got to be willing to take chances to excel at anything that in life, including love. Yeah, that sounds like something he would say. That's my brother, man. That's something that he would definitely tell me face to face. Definitely tell me face to face. I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. Emotional intelligence will operate in truth and facts. Emotional intelligence will operate in truth and facts. I love it. Emotional intelligence isn't the easiest thing to really take on. You know, sometimes it takes a long time to fully get emotionally intelligent, especially if you're a Cancer. I'm a Cancer. Like we can get emotional sometimes, but I think life experiences really teach you how to be more mature minded and emotionally intelligent. And when you live in that, yeah, I think you will see the fruits of it by really bathing in that and living in that type of vibe. Yeah, I agree with that. My nightcappers are vibing tonight, man. Definitely some dope talks, some good vibes, some great energy tonight. I definitely think that there is, especially going into this new year, you know, it's cold out now, but summertime's coming. And I've always heard the notion that two things people don't want to be in the summertime is pregnant and in a relationship. And you know, I used to think that for a long time, but the hotter it gets, the more difficult I believe it comes to sustain relationships. Not saying it's impossible. I fully believe that it's possible. I think just people are distracted easily. So you got to be careful with that. You know, we got Valentine's Day coming up next month, you know, and I think it's another day or something like it's a bunch of stuff coming up. Man-made holidays and stuff like that, you know. So just be careful. Don't get in your feelings when these so-called holidays comes up, man. If you're not with your partner or if you don't have a partner, you know. I don't think two individuals will ever love each other the same throughout their relationship. Some days are 80-20, others are 60-40. I don't think two individuals will ever love each the same throughout the relationship. Some are 80-20, others are 60-40. Those 80-20s are tough. Those 80-20 days are tough. Sometimes, for me, I just want my space. I want my space. And it's not like I don't want to be around my partner. It's just like, yo, I just want to have my space. And I think that's why it causes like a little disconnect sometimes, because if we got our own crib, I don't always want to be around my partner. And I know that sounds bad, but I want to be around my partner. Let's put it like that. But sometimes I want to just sit downstairs in the basement in my drawers with a beer and watch the game. Sometimes I want to come home from work. I want to give you a kiss. I want to say how your day was. You know, listen to how your day was. And like, all right, baby, I'm going to be downstairs for a couple hours. You know what I'm saying? I want to go play. I want that alone time, you know. Or if we don't live together, sometimes I want to miss you. I don't want to see you all the time, you know, and I know that sounds bad. I want to miss you. So Monday through Wednesday, let me give me a couple of days just to miss you. Thursday when I see you, I'm gonna be all over you. Might see you again on Friday, but on Saturday and Sunday, let me just chill. You know what I'm saying? And those are examples. But I'm just saying, sometimes I thrive on missing my partner. That's something that I thrive on, you know. We're not living together, not seeing them for a couple of days. When I finally see you that third day, that fourth day, oh man, I missed you. I'm gonna be all over you. You know, after a long day of work, you know, I'm gonna see how you're doing, but I'm gonna go downstairs for a couple of hours. You know what I'm saying? Then we're gonna have a great night. So that's not everybody's story, but It works for some, work for others. But that 80-20 can be tough. It can. Watch out for those. I know that sounded terrible what I was saying. I didn't mean it to be, but I just, from a person that's always been, I've always thrived on being a loner, being by myself. Certain things you just can't just switch off like that. So my alone time is very vital for me, but I love spending time with my partner. Sometimes, give me a couple hours, okay? Well, give me a couple days, and we back locked in. You know the vibes. Man, it feels so good to vibe with y'all here on this Tuesday night. Like I said, I love when we can just vibe out, just me and you. We can have a good time. We can relax. We can listen to some good music. We can vibe out and talk about some things. We're gonna come back with a guest next week, man. Was gonna have a guest tonight, but I decided to push it to next week, man. So we're gonna see how that goes. Shout out to all my Kappas, D Jenkins, my brother. I love you, man. You already know we're gonna get in tune. We got a show coming up on the 31st. If you are in the Chicagoland area, come see me and D Jenkins and Moolah Monster Man perform. Thinking Outside the Box, January 31st from 7 to 11. We're going to have a dope show like we always do. First show of the year. So glad to get back in the building with those guys. Celebrating 5 years. And our nomination, man. Been nominated for Podcast of the Year. 312 Awards that's coming up in March. So y'all better go get in tune and be in the building, man. You feel me? We're going to close the night out, man, the right way. Before we play our last song. Definitely want to tell people mental health is super important. Last week we had the brother comment about some stuff about mental health, man, but we dealing with dark times right now, right? Everybody don't have a support system. Some people are really going through some things out here, and there's the crime rate, the violence, all that stuff, poverty, health-wise, people going through some health issues, PTSD, anxiety, stress, all this stuff people are dealing with so often. All right. It is my prayer and thoughts to everybody out there that's going through, and just know that you got to keep moving forward. Right. There's no pun intended with that. I have a story. I've been through the bottom of the bottom and I came up. Some people it's down there at the bottom. They don't know how to find their way up. So it's my prayer to encourage you to, anybody that's going through right now, even if they're suffering in silence and they don't talk about it. Let's help each other move forward, man, to great things, man, because life is such precious. It's really a gift. When you really think about it, it is a blessing to be able to lay down at night and wake up in the morning. Two of the most underrated things in this world is to lay down in the bed at night and wake up in the morning in the bed. So let's embrace that, man. Let's continue to love on one another, hold each other accountable, spread love the right way, and let's build on when we know great things to come. All right. Listen, man, the Nightcap here on Tuesday nights, my Radio Chicago, Support District Radio Network, where it is more than radio. I'm the voice of vibes, RMF. Let's end tonight with the homie Giselle. We ain't talked about Giselle in a while. Giselle is another talented artist here in Chicago. I'm gonna have to hit Giselle up, man. We got to get in tune. Have her come back on the show. Giselle, sad song. Y'all be safe, all right? I'll see y'all next week. Get in tune.
I want you to
about it all